Welcome to day 3 of my 25 days of Christmas. Today we're making jewelry. So good. Got some tomatoes. Now you can still grower on here. So if you drain your zucchini, I think you hoppy cat, chili dog meal, sauerkraut. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to be starting our jewelry making for Christmas. So I found some really cute little Christmas decorations, some little peppermints and candy canes and some little sequins, and we're going to be doing some resin jewelry. So resin is nothing to fool around with. You always want to wear a mask, protection on your hands, and work in a well-ventilated area. You don't want to end up with lung problems because you're making jewelry. So anyway, let me show you what I'm going to be doing today. This is so exciting. It's going to be so much fun. I think you're really going to enjoy this video. So I have a couple different molds that I'm going to be using today. I've got little, these are just little peppermint and candy cane mold. This is just a little silicone mold that I got at the Dollar Tree. And then I've got some snowflake molds. Now these are 4 different kinds of snowflakes. I'm probably going to be just doing a couple of those. And then I just wanted to do a couple of earrings. These are just some little earring molds. They've got the little piece in the middle so that you can, easily take these out and do all kinds of things with them. So because these are very Christmassy, I want to stick with kind of the Christmas colors. So I'm going to get just a couple cups of different colored resins and powders, and I'm going to mix those up together. So I'm going to be using a UV resin. This one is called Blvd. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, Blvd. I'm going to link everything I'm using today in my Amazon store below if anyone's interested. The UV resin you have to use with a UV light. And the advantage of that is that you're not going to have to let it sit for 24 hours. It's only going to take a few minutes. First thing I want to do is fill up all of my cups with some resin. I decided to use 3 different cups. I'm going to start off with a red ink resin that I'm adding to my clear resin. Then I'm going to use a white mica powder. And then I chose just to put some crystals in my next third one. So here I am just mixing it up. I decided I wanted to add a little bit more of the sparkly mica powder to the red. And this is perfect. It's just really beautiful. These mica powders add a lot of sparkle to it. And this is my third one. I've started putting in my snowflake. And this is just some clear resin. Here I'm putting in a couple of little sparkles in the middle, and that's coming out really pretty. And then I'm going to put them under the ultraviolet. For my first set of earrings, I'm going to try to make them look very Christmassy with some red and some white. I want to put the little peppermints in them, and I also want to just have them look like they just came out of a candy store. So with this particular earring, these are the longer earrings. I'm doing a couple of these, and then I'm going to do the little tiny tops. So when I put them together, it's going to be 2 pieces in the earring. So I'm just taking my time with the clear resin. I'm putting all these in. I'm just showing you my little snowflake. So I'm really liking the way these came out. I think they're really cute. So these are going to be the tops. Aren't those cute? Very Christmassy. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's get a couple more of these different designs done, and then we'll put them all together. I just want to see how a couple other, maybe some of these oval ones come out. Let's try some of these. Let's do a little bit of, let's do a little bit of this red in one. You really got to stay on top of this resin. It just gets everywhere. All right, all we're gonna do is just kind of move it to the edges. I want it to go around that little piece there. Some more of these bubbles out so they're nice and clean. We don't want a bunch of bubbles in our work. All right, and now we're gonna do one in clear. We don't have a lot of our clear left, so we're just gonna put a little bit of that in. So let me just do this really long one. All right. I decided to add some gold flakes to these two longer kind of rectangular oval earrings, and I'm having a lot of trouble getting the gold off of my little stick, but on the ones on the left I decided to add some white, and I'm just kind of working on these just these little 3 sets of earrings. The 2 small ones are going to go on the top of the ones down below, and I'm trying to decide what I want to put inside of the white, and I decided to go with the gold. I thought that looked really pretty, and just kind of working a little bit of clear resin on the top of the gold and making sure it's nice and flat, and then I use the UV light. I'm continuing to add more clear resin on the top of these earrings, just so that they kind of mound up and they're not sunken in. I want them to look really natural. And I'm really liking this gold flakes. And up at the top, I'm just putting some little crystals inside of the earrings. And then I decided to put some clear on top. And I wasn't sure you could really see these very good after I put the clear on, but I think they look pretty good. I decided to put a little bit of that white mica powder in them and just give them a quick stir. And then the last thing I did was I did put a little bit more of the red on the small ones. Well, this is how my jewelry came out. I'm not sure, I'm getting kind of a glare on this. This one was kind of a disaster. I don't really know what happened. We're gonna toss that one. All right, I think it's unfixable. So I came up with these 2 little earrings. They've got kind of like a little bezel in the bottom of them. So I've got those 2. I've got these, which I used basically some white mica powder with some mixed resin. Now I do think I need to sand these and then put some more epoxy over them to make them nice and smooth, but I do like those. And these, I actually had a couple little pairs of these. These are just the little white with the little peppermints in them. Those are going to be like a little dangly earring. And these were just some plain white ones. I actually really like the way these came out a lot. They just look very pretty. I think I'm going to put those on with like a little pearl or 2. This was my little snowflake. I think it would have looked a lot prettier if I'd have done it in like a, you know, just a regular white or clear. And these were my favorites. These are the clear peppermint candy ones and just a little clear peppermint on the top. So these are the ones that I'm the most excited about. I really like the way that those came out. And I'm going to be making those into some dangling earrings in the next couple of days. But I need to get some sandpaper. I really want to get these looking really nice. I'm going to do some wet sanding, and then I'm going to put some more epoxy, clear epoxy resin over all of them and see how they look after I get them all put together. So far I like these the best, the little peppermints, and then I like these little gold swirl ones and these little white ones a lot. So had a lot of fun today. This is day 3 of my 25 days of Christmas. I'm going to be putting the rest of these jewelry pieces together with some little gold and silver danglies to put in your ear, what have you. I think the epoxy resin is a lot harder than it looks. Some of these people make it look so easy, but I'm sure they're very experienced, and you know, it's going to take a while for me to really learn this this art. I love to craft, and I'm going to just stick with it until I learn how to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like or a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my videos, and I'll see you next time.